everyone. Scott Ashley again, here with the tournament briefing for the fourth and final regional tournament for the Tiger Division. We'll be at Lay Lake this coming weekend, April the 9th. So looking forward to seeing everyone. Since this is the last one, I think everybody understands the normal policies and procedures. So we're gonna go through this one pretty quick and hit some highlights. As always, you can send your pictures to Chris at the number on the screen or the email on the screen, and anything that you'd like to share and be posted on our social media site. All right, we'll jump right in here. Of course, everybody knows, remember the check-in rule. You must check in at the end of the day with our check-in person. That'll be on the dock. It'll be on the same dock as we blast off from. Please make sure at least one member of every boat views the video or watches the slideshow, which will be available on our Facebook page. Remember that official practice ends at 5 p.m. on Friday, April the 8th. That is the end of the registration time. All competitors must be off the water by 5 p.m. For registration, we'll be at Beeswax Creek Landing with the Bass Nation trailer. Hopefully, if we don't have another issue like we did last week at Tuscaloosa and have a vehicle breakdown, but we got through that, and we'll get through it again if we have to. But the trailer should be at Beeswax Landing, and registration will be between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. If you're not able to make it on Friday afternoon between 4 and 5, please make sure you call us or text us, preferably Jeffrey first. I'll be there as well, so you can call or text me as well. But please let us know if you're not going to make it so we can pull your boat flags and registration and have them ready for you on Saturday morning between 5:15 and 5:45 at the Bass Nation trailer, which will be again there at Beeswax Landing. Excuse me. Everyone should know by now that's a maximum of 250 horsepower on your boat to be used in official practice and in the tournament. Each boat must include 2 anglers and a boat captain. If one angler for some reason cannot participate, it must have an observer for a total of 3 people in the boat. We will be launching from Beeswax Landing. You may use alternate ramps if someone is, staying at a rental property or Airbnb there that has a dock. You may use alternate ramps. A little different for this one for Lay Lake because we don't have as many boats. We are going to blast off from the T-dock there at the boat ramp. For those that have fished there with us in the past, the high school, we had blasted off from a dock further down the creek, but for this one, we will be blasting off from the T-dock there at the boat ramp. You guys all know you must have your boat flag secured to the boat and visible sight of the staff and all competitors when you come through the line to launch to blast off. So make sure you have that up. I am planning a blast off time of approximately 6:15, of course, depending on safe light conditions and or any fog. Lay Lake's bad to get fogged in, but hopefully we'll be good this weekend and we'll get you guys out early, get you a good long day of fishing. Life jackets must be worn anytime the combustion engine is running. Boat captains, this includes you. Boat captains, you're there for safety, so please make sure you keep safe distance between the boat and always maintain safe boating. One thing special for this one I've highlighted in yellow there, leaving out of Beeswax Creek, especially from all the way back at the boat ramp, there is a couple of S curves up there that are kind of tight. So I ask that you please do not pass until you get out to the main river. Those curves are not wide enough to have 2 boats wide. So please, unless somebody is just really poking and you can get around them before you get to the curves, I ask that you please, hold back a little bit, boat captains, and wait till you get out there to the main river before you start passing other competitors. First flight check-in is 2 p.m. as normal. We're going to do 10-minute increments as we have been all year. No wake and off limits are just the little area that's marked no wake around the boat ramp area there. And I have a map of that to show you coming up here in a minute. So it's posted as no wake. And then I'm also making that same area off limits because we'll be having a lot of people up at the boat dock and loading boats. And then of course the area that we're releasing fish in. Size limit is 12 inches on this lake for largemouth and spotted bass. And the fish will be measured with the mouth closed and tail fan to attempt to measure. I want to stop on this one for just a minute because we had a couple of people ask some questions at Tuscaloosa. We will do everything we can to make the fish measure. We will fan the tail, we will pinch it, swipe it, whatever you want to call it, any way we can to make it measure. The trick to this is what is highlighted. The mouth must be closed. We will close the mouth and push it firmly against the end of the ruler. And then the tail end we'll do everything we can with to make it measure. I'm not sure where a couple of people got their ideas of what we would or would not do, but that's what we'll do. As long as that mouth is closed and against the ruler, then the tail can be fanned, swiped, pinched, any way that we can. In our official rules, it says the longest straight line. Any way I can make a straight line that'll touch 12 inches, we will do that. Okay. It is a 5 fish limit as always. And when the 6th fish enters the boat, all fishing must stop until you call back down to the 5 fish and call that 6th one. Check-in will be on the T-dock at Beeswax Landing. Will be the same dock that we blast off from. Excuse me. You must check in before going to weigh in, and you must check in even if you have no fish. You can turn your boat flag in with a check-in person if you have no fish. If you have to leave early for some reason or you break down, you cannot make it in, you must call Jeffrey, myself, or Daryl and let us know so we make sure you're off the water safely. This one is a water weigh-in with 10-minute increments, and it'll be somewhere between 10 and 12 per flight. There's enough. We don't have a lot of dock space, but there is enough dock space. And we've done trailer weigh-ins here. Water weigh-ins here before, and this worked. So as long as everyone will weigh in and then return and move their boat, go load their boat and keep the docks open, we'll be fine. But it is a water weigh-in. You must use the official Bass Nation weigh-in bags, and you must present your boat flag at the bump station to weigh in. Again, everyone should know this by now. Anglers have been doing a much better job when you hand your fish to the weighmaster. If you want to weigh a big fish, that is the time to tell him to do so. Weigh-in, of course, will be at Beeswax Landing, there at the boat ramp. And as always, we'll have the fish available at the back of the trailer for pictures. You can see the Remind app on there. I think everyone probably has that by now. And then Jeffrey's number, my number, and Daryl's number to call for any emergencies or needing any help. Excuse me. Blast off procedure. I am not going to read through this because it's the same as it always is, just with the changed a little bit to fit Beeswax Landing. So you guys can read through that, but we'll do the standard blast off procedure that we always do. Boat captains, you should know what you can and can't do at this point, but you can refer to this slide if you have questions. Once you check in, this goes through the procedure of what to do. Again, everyone should know this by now, so I'm not going to read through it. You can refer to it if you have questions. It is a water weigh-in, so you'll pull up to the dock, check in, and then tie up, and then proceed from there. All right, get into it a little bit here. You can see the map of the parking lot. Pretty standard how it flows in and around. Probably the only thing that's a little special, you see the stop sign on the bottom left of the screen. We ask that you watch, and we'll probably put someone there to stop people because it can get full all the way around. Excuse me. And once that parking lot closest to the ramp fills up, people have to cross the road to get into the other parking lot. So we have to leave a little gap there to let everybody get through. So as you come in, if it's stacked up, please, make sure that we leave a gap right there to let them across into the other parking lot. All right, this is a map that the Columbiana, I think, or the county down there gave me a few years ago of when we had a really big tournament and a lot of boats with parking areas. We have around 140 boats registered for this tournament. I think we should be able to contain them all in parking lot 1 and 2, as you see on the map there. But I put this in the slideshow just in the event that we overflow from those ramps, you would know where to go. All right, for Blastoff, again, as I said, you see the boat ramp there on your screen, the T-dock there at Beeswax Creek. We're going to blast off from that T-dock. Pretty self-explanatory. Everybody needs to be back to the left of the T-dock, back up in the creek. As long as there's plenty of room, as long as you guys stay backed up and give us plenty of room, we'll be fine to idle by here and blast off. The big deal will be in the morning. Once you get your both anglers and the boat captain in the boat, you need to get off the dock. The hard part's going to be getting everybody cleared off the dock so that we can start blast off. On this screen, you can see the off limits and no wake, which is basically the whole little area there of Beeswax Creek from the boat ramp over to basically where the riprap ends. There's a little dock down there where we'll be releasing the fish. And the off limits, there was, unless they've disappeared, there were buoys out there out in front of the dock that showed the no wake zone. You also see the check-in dot there on the dock. We'll have a check-in person or 2 check-in people on the dock. When you come in the afternoon, please make sure you go by them first, right? You can go over to the dock by the boat ramp, or the other end of the T-dock, but please idle by them first. Make sure they see you. And this one's going to be very important. Make sure they see you. Make sure they acknowledge that they got you checked off, because this boat ramp is going to this dock is going to get pretty hectic in the afternoon during weigh-in. If you're 5th flight or something, there's probably going to be 15 or 20 boats tied up around the dock as you idle in and people coming and going and moving. So please make sure they see you, give you some acknowledgement that they have you checked in. It is a water weigh-in, as I said. Once you check in, you tie up to the dock. You can tie up to the dock over by the boat ramp if you'd like. And then come up and get bags, and you see that I have the bag station there where all the sidewalks kind of cross and make the 4-way. Once you get your bag, you come up, the trailer will be there on the side of the parking lot, as you see. You go across the stage, get pictures in the back, and then you'll carry your fish down to the fish care tank, which you'll be able to see from where you are. And then he'll probably ask you to carry your mesh bag back over to the bag table. And once you do that, please, if you've not already, if the boat captain hasn't done already, please go back to your boat and pull off the dock and load your boat so that we have free the dock space up for the next flights coming in. All right, a short one tonight. As I said, it's the 4th and final regional tournament for the Tiger division. I think everybody that's going to be there has probably already fished 2 or 3 with us. Most are probably there trying to make the top 80 to make the state championship. So I wish you all luck. Let's see if I have anything else here. Dead fish penalty, you guys all know that by now. Scales will officially say will be open by 1:30. We'll probably be ready before then. If you need to come in before then, just check with us, give us a call or text before you come in, and we'll let you know if we're ready or not. Just remember to check in at the boat dock. And I think that is all that I have. So look forward to seeing everyone Saturday at Lay Lake or Friday afternoon at registration, and wish you all the best luck. Thank you.